Hello, welcome to Dungeon Rolls Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. So, you read the title. This is me showing off what DVDs and Blu-rays I have of my Mecha anime collection. Right, this is not including shows where characters are wearing power armor, like in Bubblegum Crisis, or shows like Dice, or like the Iron Man show, anime, and like what's it called, Tiger and Bunny, which I have those shows, but I'm not including them here. One thing I am missing though, I couldn't find all my Mecha anime DVDs. I'm missing like the Robotech Collection, but it's kind of like, you can watch that online if you wanted to, right? So it's not a big deal that I can't find it. Which I didn't even finish season 3. Series 3 was not as great as people let on, right? Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the Gundam stuff, right? Which the first Gundam show we're showing off is Gundam Build Fighters, right? Which is the second or third Gundam Gundam Gunpla model kit show, depending on how you want to see it, because like it started off, Gundam Build Fighters started off as OVA, like an OVA series. I think there was like one or two, and then it became full length series, right? So this was like the second full length series, but it was like the third Build Fighters show, which is why it's called Build Fighters Try, not because there's three main characters, right? Which I have some Gunpla of this series. I think it has like 25 episodes. I never finished it. I think there's like two more Build Fighter shows after this. Like, I haven't seen them yet because I never finished this one. Which, yeah. Alright. Next is UC Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket, which I did a review for that if you want to know my thoughts on it. I have a lot of stuff here, so we're going to burn through it, okay? Here's the Gundam 00 movie, Awakening of the Trailblazer, where this is like the movie that's like the sequel to the series, where they reveal that this is the first Gundam show that have aliens, and this comes with a Blu-ray DVD coming back. Back when I tried to get into like collecting Gundam series, Right Stuff hadn't re-released like the Gundam series, right? So this was like when I was trying to hunt for like Gundam shows to watch, this was one of the few Gundam show DVDs I could find, right? Which honestly, I think this is a good movie, but some people hate it. I don't know. I thought it was good, right? And they brought back the old Mecha designer from the first season to redo the to make new Gundam designs, because like in the second series they brought back Kunio Akawara, who did a lot of the UC stuff, to do the new Mecha designs. Personally, I kind of like that they brought back the Mecha designer from season 1, because like that, because even though I'm not a huge fan of some of the design choices, I do think it gave the series its own look, right, which is important, right? Yeah, so that's Gundam. Next is a Blu-ray. The case was not closed. Oh my god. This is G Gundam Volume 1. There's a Volume 2 out there. Still haven't bought Volume 2. Right, which just comes with, the first 24 episodes. Never finished G Gundam. I always get bored halfway watching this show. Right, but someday I'll finish watching it. I only have Volume 1. Because, like, these are like $90 each, right? So, and I'm kind of, I'm not rolling in dough. these days. So yeah, I only got season 1. I mean part 1. Most of the times when I don't get part 2, it's because I hated the show. That's not the reason why. Yeah. So this is Gundam Evolve, which collects random like shorts, Gundam shorts, right? Which this has, I think, 5 here, which has different stories, right? There's I think there's one with a female pilot. I think most of the animation here is CGI. Oh, looks like there's a Gundam Seed. There's a Gundam Wing short. A Gundam Z short. A Gundam Wing Gundam. Sorry, Z Gundam short and a Double Zeta short. And like that looks like we get an SD Gundam short here. Huh. Weird. I never watched this all the way through. I think I saw the first short. Apparently, in one of these shorts, they have an alternate ending for Char's counterattack. So I need to watch that at some point. Next is Collection 1 of 2 of Victory Gundam. Right. Which I have a model kit of Victory Gundam. Don't have a model kit of V2. But, yeah, I don't know. I like this show. A lot of people hate it. I mean, Tomino, if you know the show's history, you know Tomino tried to sabotage it. Because he put spoilers. The reason why he's tried to sabotage the show, right, was because Bandai bought Sunrise, the animation studio, and that really pissed off and depressed Tomino, one of the creators of Gundam, right? Which is why he tried to sabotage the show by letting the show have really shitty shading and putting spoilers and the character deaths. Spoilers in the previews, right? Not the openings, the previews, right? Yeah, still a good show, right? I got this for Christmas one year, which back when I used to ask for anime for Christmas because of Goku 5. Goku 5 was like this YouTuber I used to watch back in the day who was like, everybody needs to support the anime industry. You gotta ask, if you're too broke to buy the anime DVDs, ask your parents for Christmas or whatever, which is what I used to do. Which I don't do. Yeah, I only asked for like games and fantasy books this year, and I didn't even get any. So this is Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory, which comes with the mini-series and the OVAs, right? Never played the never watched the OVA. The OVA compilation movies, right? Which was really cool that they included the OVA compilation movies, because I know some of the series, right, stuff, like sold the compilation movies separately, right? Which I don't know why you would want to watch compilation movies of a 13 episode OVA series, but I guess, you know, maybe if they put better animation, right? I would, but like, yeah. I have like 2 model kits from this series, the GM Custom and one of the enemy suits, but I don't have any of the Gundams, which sucks because the Gundams were cool in this series, but they have bad names, right? Because it's like Gundam GPO2A. They don't have nicknames; they just have the serial numbers, which sucks. This is another UC. Ah, fuck. I keep hitting the camera. This is Gundam MS Igloo, which is a CGI series, which only had like 6 episodes, right? Man. Kamen Rider 5 keeps falling over. God damn it, Kamen Rider 5s. Oh, shit. Just stay there. Which, I know if you see the quality of the CGI animation, you would think that this was done by the people who did the Starship Troopers cartoon, but as far as I know, it wasn't. But it came out around that time, which is, yeah, this has like stories from the Zeon's perspective from the 1 Year War, right? Yeah. I saw like the first 2 episodes. I thought it was good. So next is some Gundam Unicorn. I only have volume 3 and 4 because I lent volume 1 and 2 to my friend and he never gave it back. Right? And I asked him for it, but he was like, I never watched it, even though I haven't. He tells me he hasn't watched it yet, but it's like, dude, you've had it for literally years now, and he hasn't, he won't return it. So, like, I don't know. You can see the Black Unicorn Gundam. I forget what it's called. Isn't it called Banshee? And then you have the Neo Zeon, right? I thought that the Char clone in this was actually Char, but apparently he is literally a Char clone. A clone of Char. That sucks. So this is just part 3 of the Gundam 00 series that I found at like a DVD shop, which comes with episodes 18 through 25, right? I don't know. I did finish Gundam 00 watching it online. I think they had it on Gundam official website. Not website, a YouTube channel. Right? Yeah. I wasn't... It's the thing where, like, I wasn't a fan of Gundam 00 at the time, but later on I became more of a fan. Right? So we need a quick... We need to quicken the pace because we have a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays to go. This is Gundam F91. I did a review for this. You can check out that review on my channel. Gundam Reconquiste. I watched the first 6 episodes and I rage quit this show, but I'll finish watching it at some point. Oh my god. I have like 2 model kits from this series. The Montoya and whatever the next one was by the same pilot. I have like the 2 main mechs mobile suits from the same pilot. I forget his name. Right. Next is everybody's favorite Gundam movie, Mobile Suit Gundam, Char's Counterattack, Blu-ray, of course. Gotta love the new Gundam. Which I had the new Gundam model kit, but it was from the 80s, and boy was that a cheap piece of shit. I never finished I finished it, but I didn't... You had to paint it, which I didn't. So I got 2 of the Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, December Sky, and Bandit Flower, which 1 year on Christmas... Gundam Info, the official Gundam website, premiered this on Christmas Day, which I got one Christmas Day morning. I got to watch this whole movie for free on the YouTube channel, but I did buy it, which still I don't know if they ever released a 3rd movie yet, but yeah, I'm a fan of Gundam Thunderbolt. I thought it was good. Mobile Suit Gundam Destiny TV Movie 1. I bought this used at a DVD store, Shattered World. I didn't think it was too bad, honestly, because I guess in the movie editions they fixed some stuff, right? But yeah, Gundam Seed Destiny was the first Gundam show I watched on TV that I intentionally didn't watch because it was so bad at first. But I don't know, I kind of like Shin Asuka, but like I don't know, I just hearing what happened after the show, right? It's not good. So Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, which we're going to review this for Christmas. Not Christmas, New Year's. New Year's Eve, right? Which I love this movie. A lot of people hate this movie, but I love it. Okay, this is Mobile Suit Gundam 8th and MS team. Alright. There's the Easy 8 Gundam. Right, which doesn't show up till later in the series. Right. Also, they made a new OVA short called Battle in 3 Dimensions, I think. I can't remember. There's like some OVAs, right? But I think it's Japanese subbed. I never watched the OVAs. I would just watch the first. I would just watch the 12 episodes and quit. But yeah, this DVD comes with the OVAs. The OVAs. Yeah. Which he didn't get the Easy 8 Gundam until like the very end of the show. If I remember correctly. But apparently he has them in the OVAs, which makes no sense, but whatever. If I remember correctly, right? Man, I love the Gundam ground type, man. Okay, next is Mobile Suits Iron-Blooded Orphans, right? Which I think this is Season 1, Part 2. And then I did buy the special editions for Season 2, but I don't have the box here. Which, both of these collections by Funimation had the model kits, which I own, but I never finished building, right? Never finished watching the show, because like, I tried watching Season 2, and I just felt lost, right? So now we need to go into overdrive, because we're already like halfway through the... This might be a two-parter video. Alright? Fucking Kamen Rider. So this is Robotech, the Collector's Edition, which comes with 2 movies. The Shadow Chronicles and Long Live Alive, which is basically a compilation movie of the third Robotech series, right? Which the third Robotech series, which basically rewriting, like a dub of Maspida, which they changed things to match the Robotech series, right? I don't know, I just bought this for like Long Live Alive and never watched it. Next is Robotech the Shadow Chronicles. I had this first before the other one, right? This is one of the oldest anime DVDs I have, anime movies in my anime collection, right? Not oldest as by like, you know, year. I mean, this is like the oldest from my collection, right? It's not the oldest movie, but you know what I mean, right? I bought this the year it came out, right? Never watched Robotech on TV, but like, you know, I thought the robots were cool, right? And you were very limited back then on what you could buy, because anime was super expensive in the mid-2000s. Next is Robotech First Contact, which comes with the first 6 episodes. Which I do have the Robotech Collection, which comes with the first 3 series and the movies and stuff, but I couldn't find it, right? But yeah, I don't know, I just thought the DVD was cool. Next is Macross Plus, the movie edition, which also comes with the OVAs, right? Love the Ingram? Not Ingram. I can't remember what this is called, but I used to love this Mecha, which I remember being a little kid watching, staying up late to watch anime, and this was one of the first Mecha animes I ever watched, next to like the CGI Voltron show. And I was definitely too young to watch this movie, but I would watch it, and boy, did I love that this movie. Which the music by Yoko Kanno is amazing. Next is Tetrujin 28, Morning Moon of Midday. I did a review for this. This is Comet Lucifer, which is supposed to be a mecha series. Never finished watching this show because it just was kind of pervy. Maybe one day I'll finish it. Next is Patlabor, the movie and OVA series. Right? Still have to finish watching this show. And, a fucking Batman fell over. This is Patlabor, the television series. Right? Which is 47 episodes. I have a toy of the Ingram. Right? But I don't have it down here. So, fucking hell. Man, like, I have too much stuff, man. Too much stuff. So we're gonna have to burn through this. Here's Eureka 7, Part 2, episodes 27 through 50. Oh, man. That's Series 1. Here's Part 1, episodes 1 through 26. This is by Funimation. Right? Here's the really shitty movie that has some nice animation, but reuses a lot of footage from the series. This is Good Night, Sleep Tight, Young Lovers. 90% of this movie is recycled animation from the series, so I don't fucking recommend it, man. I will give it props that they redesigned the Evolved, man, what was the name of the, I can't remember the name, but like, you see like a biomechanical LFO that was in the finale of the first series, right? They brought it back here and they put a better color scheme on it, but it still looks bad, right? And this is the sequel series, Eureka 7 Astro Ocean Part 1, which this does include Part 1 and Part 2, which was only first, I think this was a very short series, right? There you see, this is like Renton and Elreka's son, right? Yeah, I think it had like a short, I think it was only 24 episodes. At one point, I thought Eureka 7 was going to be the next Gundam series, and it was not, unfortunately. This series starts off good, ends kind of bad. And this is the High Evolution 1, which I don't even know if this is a movie or TV series. I never watched it. I think it was supposed to be like a prequel to Eureka 7, because in the previews you saw like Renton's dad, right? So I don't know. I never watched that. So next, this is anime series by where you have the same character designs from Gundam Seed. This is Heroic Age. This is the Save Edition by Funimation. I did not like this series. The main character's mech is not a mech. He turns into basically a Digimon, a monster. But there are giant robots in this series, but people call it like a mecha show. It's not really a mecha show, but there are giant mecha in it. So next is Line Barrels of Iron, which comes with the 24 episodes and 2 OVAs, which one of them is a beach episode. This show was one of the first shows that had CGI mechs, and boy, yeah, that was kind of the beginning of the end of mecha series, because like after that, a bunch of shows started to have CGI mechs to save money, and this is by Gonzo, which Gonzo is known for having like CGI mechs, but I don't know, I thought Gonzo was a good animation studio. They do a bait and switch where like you have on the covers not CGI, but the rest of the movie, sorry, the series it is CGI, which took me three tries to finish watching this show, man. This show is not great. I hear the manga is better, but I don't know. One cool thing about this show is you can tell that the mecha designs were kind of inspired by Zone of the Enders, which I love Zone of the Enders, especially the mecha design. Next is Cross Ange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. Cool mecha designs that are covered up by... Which, there's cool mecha designs in this show, but because it's CGI animation, it sucks. I never saw the second series. Lots of Yuri fan service, and this was done by the people who made Gundam Seed. They'll recommend it. This is Fostner, the complete series. I think this is the first Fostner series. Apparently they made multiple Fostner series with confusing ass names like Dead Aggressor and Ashura in the Sky. I have no idea which one I'm supposed to get after this, but whatever. This is the original Fostner series, which is basically an Ava ripoff with Gundam Seed character designs. This show, the action sucks, but the show is actually good, written wise, and has a really good theme song, right? So yeah, I think we're about halfway. So I'm going to end it on this, and we'll just do a part 2.